Hey everyone, welcome to our vlog about raising algae for biofuel. In this video, we'll show you everything we did from building our bioreactor to checking out algae under a microscope. Stick around to see how it turned out. So, what is algae and why is it important? Algae are simple plants that grow in water and produce energy through photosynthesis. They grow very, very fast. They don't need much space and can easily be turned into biofuel. This makes algae an eco-friendly alternative to fossil fuels.
So again, if you just go over it.
I'm Dean, and I'm about to collect some algae.
You got me? Huh?
Good enough?
You got me?
I've been on the Tesla.
Now I collected some. This is our algae. We put our algae in this mason jar because we felt that would be the best way for it to grow. We also added plant food to it. We also added a bunch of random items to simulate how it would be growing in a natural pond with a bunch of garbage in there. We put paper, bottle caps, we put a bunch of stuff in there. And you can see it by me rolling it right there. See the full entire thing, and you can see the inside of it a little bit. See how the water's blue? It's because of the plant food. It was also blue, so it made the water blue. Because the water, was clear and white before, but the plant food made it blue.
Okay.
Well, as you can see, we did not put a cap onto our mason jar because, of course, algae needs to grow, and it needs oxygen to grow. Living things need oxygen to grow, like me and like you.
Okay.
This is what we call a pH strip. It is a little strip we place into our algae water to test the pH of our water. So we can see by the color, it looks pretty greenish blue. So we can see this is about a 9 of our pH. The pH means to test the acidity levels of the water. The acidity of the water matters a lot to the growth of our algae because algae is best grown in pH levels that are from 7 to 9.
Okay.
This is what is called a thermometer. This is used to measure the amount of temperature that is inside our algae. Let us take the thermometer out of its casing. Very slowly put it in, slowly and surely. Now we need it to stay there for a few seconds so it can correctly measure the amount of temperature, amount of degrees Celsius inside of our algae. Let us take it out now. We can see the temperature is about less than 0 degrees Celsius. Our algae is dead. It is literally gonna die. It is already dead. On average, our temperature of the water inside of our algae was about 20 degrees Celsius. But when it got colder in the winter months and we stopped taking care of our algae, it dropped to below 0. Throughout our algae growing journey, our pH level for our algae water was on average from 6 to 9 pH.
Here's an image of our algae under the microscope. As you can see, the algae looks bright yellow and green, which shows that it's healthy and actively photosynthesizing. We also notice some small circle shapes in the image. These could be air bubbles or individual algae cells floating around. Overall, the algae looks like it's growing well. This observation helped us understand the condition of our algae and how the environment was affecting it. This is our algae October 25th. You can see the algae is growing, and you can see in the middle that there's signs of algae growing as it's getting bigger. This is our algae October 28th. You can see that it's still growing, and it's in the ideal temperature of 20 degrees Celsius. And you can see, and the pH level on October 28th was 8 pH. This is our algae November 4th. As you can see, the algae is starting to die because we added random stuff to simulate the natural fuel of a pond. That was not the right way to grow the algae, and it made it die. We also added too much plant food, which resulted in it turning into a dark color and also killing the algae. Our results were not good, just like that trash can. In the beginning, our algae was growing good, but then when we added random stuff to simulate the natural fuel of a pond, it started to die quickly. At the end, when we didn't take care of our algae, it went to below -0, which was not the right temperature. So our results were bad. To make algae in the future and have better results, we're going to not simulate the natural fuel of a pond and keep the algae in sunlight more because our algae did not receive enough. Thank you for joining us for our algae journey. Hopefully you enjoyed the video, and thank you again for watching.
I've been on the Tesla. I know, yeah.